The two most famous cowboy crooners, Roy Rogers and Gene Autry, died within weeks of each other last year. But their lifestyle and their music did not die with them, thanks in large part to a singing group who recently invited our Bill Geist to saddle up with them and hit those happy trails.
Went riding out one dark and windy day. Up on a ridge he rested as he rode along his way, when all at once a mighty herd of red-eyed cows he saw, crawling through the ragged sky and up the cloudy dawn.
Durango, Colorado still evokes the sights and sounds of the Old West. Never more so than on a recent visit by Riders in the Sky.
Mighty fine and a great big western howdy, Riders in the Sky. America's favorite cowboys, delighted to be
On guitar, there's Ranger Doug, idol of American youth. On bass, a guy they simply call Too Slim. There's Woody Paul, king of the cowboy fiddlers.
Here comes the Sultan of the Stomach, Steinway.
And the group's sidekick, Joey the Cowpolka King. The Riders in the Sky have been drifting along like tumbling tumbleweeds for 21 years, traveling almost 3 million miles on the trail to nearly 4,000 shows. Tonight, it's the Bar D Chuckwagon Barbecue here in Durango.
You like this one? We could go with this one. Ooh. Ah, here's the one.
People ask me about the shafts a lot. Actually, it's the results of a tragic Rogaine spill.
All right. Let's go to work, boys.
Here they are, Riders in the
Sky. They sing like cowboys and they dress like cowboys, but they're not real cowboys. Too Slim has a degree in wildlife management. Ranger Doug has a master's degree in English literature. And Woody Paul, he has a PhD in theoretical plasma physics from MIT. Woody applies the laws of physics in his rope tricks. Ranger Doug writes literate lyrics. Did your parents think something went horribly wrong?
Yes, to his dying day, my father never really could understand why in the world I was out there yodeling for a living.
He wrote an informative song about how yodeling was invented.
The bronco jumped up and the cowboy came down. They met at the old saddle horn. It made a deep impression, you could say it changed his life. And that's how the yodel was born.
They sing the Western classics.
Give me land, lots of land under starry skies above. Don't fence me in, singing hi-ho, whoopie-tie-o, ride 'em high and down you go. Sons of the western soil, sons of the western soil, cool, clear water.
And lots of new songs written by Ranger Doug and Woody Paul that already sound like old favorites.
Does she dream of the cowboy who rode through her heart?
So what do you think's keeping you going 21 years later?
Still having fun.
We'd like to play every night, I dare say.
We sure would.
Really?
Yeah. Every night. We just love it. That's what we do. We'd probably be doing it if there wasn't an audience.
In fact, they do. As if 200 shows a year wasn't enough, they break into 3-part harmony at the drop of a 10-gallon hat.
There's a blue sky way out yonder. That's a roof over my head.
Anywhere and everywhere.
Whoopie-tie-I-O, rockin' to and fro, back in the saddle again.
It could be downright annoying if they weren't so good.
Here's a story I can hear, how I loved a little girl. I was just a lad, but
What's the horse's name? Lightning Bolt or Mildred. I like the horse named Mildred.
Here comes Buckaroo Bill.
Mildred, what's gotten into you?
Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa.
Now, did real cowboys sing songs?
Well, heck yeah.
They did 100 years ago? Were they out there singing, or was that a
You
little...
betcha. Something about the gait of a horse leads to the rhythm of the song you're playing, too, which is true in all of our music. We've got the real trailside sunset ballads, you know, the don't. And then you've got the house, now the hell-bent for leather tunes, you know, the rawhide and Ghost Riders and tunes.
Woody, have you written any songs about horses?
Well, I've written several songs that got horses in them. Like, let's see, Saddle Up My Pony.
Yeah.
Fill the old canteen. Roll the blanket, pack the bags with jerky, grits, and beans.
More beans.
You're scaring the horses, boys.
So what attracted you guys to Western music? I mean, why not? You got started in the 70s, why not punk rock or something like that?
That's interesting. You know, in the 70s, the black-hatted outlaws, Willie Nelson and Waylon Jennings, those guys were growing strong, and I think we wondered where were our white-hatted heroes of our youth. And we decided that there was a hole there that needed to be filled. We put the Western back into country Western.
The writers and I are about the same age. We grew up in the 50s when every kid wanted to be a cowboy, like Roy Rogers or Gene Autry. Of course, I knew Gene personally.
That's me in the snazzy striped jacket, appearing on a radio show with Gene. I got to ask him a question, got his autograph, and a free ticket to his show at the high school. Row 1, seat 1.
Gene, I've got a picture of me reading my question to Gene on the radio.
Wow.
Which, of course,
Finally, I found some guys who were impressed.
Sioux City, Sioux.
Their show is peppered with snappy lines.
Your eyes are red, your hair is blue. Wait a minute.
You're a senior citizen with a hangover.
And some exotic instrumentation. Audiences have been eating it up for 21 years in live appearances and on 21 albums.
I think that there's a part of everybody's psyche, at least a part of my psyche, that every now and then wants to go to this kind of wide open places. And if you're able to go physically, that's great. If you're not, then you have to imagine it and go to that fantasy West that we grew up with Gene and Roy and the TV and the movies and stuff. And when you get there, you need a soundtrack, and that's where we come in.
Happy trails to you.
Everybody sing with us, come on.
Until we meet again. I was just kidding.
The future? Don't ask a cowboy about his career path.
Yeah.
The future is Louisville, tomorrow, 1,400 miles down the trail.
Who cares about when we're together? Just sing the song. Happy trails till we meet
A new book from the late Ralph Ellison. John Leonard's review is next.